So let's go now to a major Russian TV channel. This is nationwide on radio and TV. It's the state media, but they do have a lot of wide-ranging views and opinions there. And this is One Russia, one of Russia's most popular, prominent, and visible politicians, conservative nationalist Vladimir Zhirinovsky, roundly ridiculed Clinton on a major talk show, accusing her of being completely unfit to become president while praising Donald Trump. Here's the clip.
She just slipped. Nonsense. She didn't slip. Her brain switched off. Give me a break. They had to carry a presidential candidate to her van. What the heck? She sneezes, no big deal. She coughs, that's okay too. But she passed out in broad daylight, in the middle of her workday. A presidential candidate passes out. A person like that shouldn't even be allowed to manage a bathhouse, let alone run a country. Look, he's a good man, a kind man, a kind man. And look at her, Michael, you can confirm this. In America, they call her a witch. Hey, it's not me saying it. Americans say this. She's a witch. Look at her. We need Trump. Trump, that's what we have to fight for. Look at him. It will be a better world for Trump. For Trump. Come on, everyone. Vote Trump. Vote Trump. For Trump.
Now, that guy also leads...
Hillary is a vicious snake. She's a witch. She'll blow up the whole world.
And he leads the second largest political party in Russia that's growing very, very fast. He's a lot more saber-rattling and offensive in nature towards the world than Putin is. In fact, that's Putin's main opposition. I mean, I know they're, quote, friendly on the surface, but it's the Russian hardliners that Putin actually has to worry about, according to most of the analysts and we've talked to and research I've done. But you have to understand, Trump wants to end the sanctions. Trump wants to work with Russia to take out radical Islam. Meanwhile, the globalists are using radical Islam to attack Russia. And Russia is on the verge of collapse. But Putin has almost a 90% approval rating because Russians understand this. And even though they have a lot of austerity and a lot of problems, they've tightened their belts because they understand that they're under attack. Just like 20 million Russians died in World War II. So it's the same story over and over again. They understand what's going on. So it's a major educational process, and it's freaking the globalists out because their former enclave they controlled was social engineering. The place where the globalists could have their way with the Christians and murder and torture, do whatever they wanted, and export evil is now not completely in their hands, and they are in panic mode. Now England's leaving them with the Brexit. Now Hillary's in trouble. Here's Trump. Nationalism is rising. Common sense, the scourge of the common enemy of the New World Order. People are waking up worldwide. So they say Nigel Farage and UKIP work for Putin. I work for Putin. Trump does. No, we work for sovereignty and common sense and prosperity and freedom of religion and true liberalism. Nigel Farage started UKIP 25 years ago because the EU is a tyranny, like the old Soviet Union. He's fighting that. The EU is full of former communists and other globalists. Austin's been extremely humid the last few months with raining almost every day, and for some reason we can't keep the humidity out here, kind of like the Democrats and their DNC. We're, always saying, sorry, we're having to mop ourselves here, but it's a little bit humid in here, so that's why I sometimes sweat a bit when I'm in here. Didn't never do that in the past, but I guess I'm just natured that way now. But it does show the times we're in that I'm actually physically heating up, I guess. But getting to this second clip, he says, she'll blow you all to kingdom come. Now, if it sounds frantic, they're in there debating in kind of like a Jerry Springer style, almost national news show. But instead of debating, how many people your mom cheats on your dad with or whatever, or how many baby mamas you got, or how much, liquor you drink, or whatever stupid topics they have on those talk shows, they're debating these type of issues. And he's one of the moderators in screaming matches with people. But let's go back to this clip.
Look, the fate of humanity is at stake. If a sick person has her finger on the button, what if she presses the wrong button? What happens to America then? Look, doctors from all over the world have confirmed this to me. Pneumonia is only a symptom of a much worse sickness she's suffering from. She didn't just catch a cold and get pneumonia. It's a symptom of some very serious diseases, of which she has several. She shouldn't be hiding this. She should tell the whole world the truth. She should undergo a full public physical examination. You guys are being way too kind to her. Too much sympathy. She'll press the nuclear button. She'll blow you to kingdom come. Trump will be much better. He'll be a historically great president. A head of state cannot be allowed to hide their health problems.
That's right.
Especially countries like America or Russia. It's one thing if it is some little country, but a nuclear power, a great power, and their president is sick. What if she has to decide to bomb or not to bomb? And at that moment, she gets the shakes, she falls down, she passes out. Think what could happen to the world then. I tell you, her pneumonia is not the main disease. It's a secondary complication of something much, much worse. Besides, Clinton represents the past. It's a step backwards. It's obvious that if Trump wins, it will be a wonderful thing for America and for the whole world. A wonderful thing for all humanity.